Hey everyone, today I'm diving into some gameplay from Console Store Simulator. If you're anything like me, you've probably logged way too many hours in sketchy, carpeted retro shops hunting for that one copy of Earthbound that isn't priced like a used Honda Civic. Ever wondered what it's like working behind the counter instead of just browsing? Dealing with that guy shoving a battered PS2 controller and a faded Madden '08 across the counter? Well, this game lets you step right into those shoes, and I've got to admit, it's got a certain charm. Sure, there's plenty of put things on shelf action, but really it's about building your own little retail empire, one haggled console or game at a time. You start out small, buying, selling, setting your own prices, fighting to keep your sanity while trying to keep the lights on. And honestly, the gameplay loop here is surprisingly addictive. You're not just running a register, you're hustling, making deals, sometimes feeling like the king of the plastic pawn shops. Pricing is all yours. Set the price as high or as low as you want, but if you get greedy, expect customers to laugh you out of the store. And don't forget the mystery boxes. This is where my inner gambler woke up for real. You order these boxes, never knowing what's inside. Sometimes it's Christmas morning with rare stuff, but a lot of the time, Christmas is just a pile of busted off-brand controllers and a steering wheel no one in their right mind wants. Things get a little spicy on the business side too. There's a black market, so if you're feeling less than saintly, you can take some shady shortcuts. The whole game leans into this playfully warped vibe, with knockoff console and game names that had me grinning, especially if you grew up with 90s games. Of course, not everything's perfect. The world outside the shop feels, yeah, it's different. After a long day of negotiating with customers, you can relax at the neighborhood bar. It's a nice touch, gives the place a bit more life than just a flat menu screen. Now for the rough patches. First, logic gaps. You can't hire any employees here, so don't expect stellar help. The staff AI is sketchy. Sometimes they just freeze and stare off into the void while customers pile up. Makes you wish you could dock their pay. Since it's early access, there have been some bugs, save issues, items vanishing, but the devs are on it with quick patches. So should you play Console Store Simulator? If you love that climb from nothing vibe and still get warm fuzzies from old school tech, this one's for you. There's way more humor and character here than in most Sims, even if it's still a little rough around the edges. It definitely scratches that I want to own a GameStop minus the corporate grind itch. But what do you think? Would you run a shop, or are you charging $500 for a used Game Station 2? Drop your thoughts in the comments.